If you wanna know, watch Thaddeus. If you wanna grow, ask Thaddeus. He will let you know, yeah, yeah. Watch Thaddeus. It's the Thaddeus Matthews Show. He's not afraid to tell the truth. He is the one that will inform you about all those jokers that are doing wrong. You cross the line and then it's on. Sometimes the other news don't get it right. They don't get it right. Daddy does his homework every night. What's local news, world news, national news? He's gonna keep it tight. For the people he will fight.
And just when you thought it was safe, it ain't safe. Excuse me, at all. How y'all doing this evening? Glad to be here with you on this Thursday evening. It's a beautiful day, a great day to be alive. Still in the land of the dying, on our way to the land of the living. Let me take myself a little cough drop. And, coughing is probably one of the things that's going to be a part of my conversation on this evening as I deal with are you scared? Are you living in fear because of the coronavirus? Your head hurt. It's the coronavirus, baby. Your knee been hurting and aching for 50 years. You've been blaming it on the rain now. You've been, all these years, you've been blaming it on the damn rain. It's in the rain, child. I know when it's in the rain because my knees get to hurting. And when my knees get to hurting, it's in the rain. Now, Lord, is that the coronavirus got my knees hurting like that? You break your leg. Lord, I broke my leg because of the coronavirus. I've been having high blood pressure all these years. But I've been thinking it was just what I was eating, that pork I was eating. Now, Lord, I done found out it's the coronavirus that's got my blood pressure up, my sugars out of whack because of the coronavirus. Has the fear of the coronavirus gotten to you? Are you scared to sneeze? Are you scared to cough? But are you conveniently fearful? You go to Kroger's, you go to Walmart. I seen folks today walking on the track, in the park, had the mask on, but you're scared to go to church. So that's my conversation tonight. Are you scared, or are you just conveniently scared? Is everybody that's dying, you blamed it on the virus? Ain't nobody dying of nothing else no more. That's the only conversation. There's been 16,000 people in the U.S. that have died from the coronavirus. That's the number you hear. But you don't hear the number that more than 24,000 people have recovered. And let me clear something else up too. I got a call early this afternoon. I was taking my little nap. You know how you do when you get old, you have to take your naps and stuff. I was taking my little daily nap, and I got a call wanting to know, had Bobby Rush died? The information was out there that Bobby Rush, blues singer, had been sick and he had the virus. Well, I said died, the coronavirus. And friend of mine called me and said he had gotten a call that Bobby Rush was dead. And I know you're a friend of Bobby Rush. How is Bobby? Well, unless Bobby is a ghost, I called Bobby. Bobby's a little weak. He won't be talking about Seuss sitting on the low stool or the high stool this week. No way. But I spoke with Bobby Rush personally less than an hour ago. And Bobby Rush is very much alive. So don't pass that damn lie on that Bobby Rush is dead. Bobby Rush is very much alive, and not as well as he would like to be, but he is alive. Okay? He is alive and well. Well, not well, but he's still alive. Okay? So, whoever been passing that lie along that Bobby Rush is dead, Bobby Rush is not dead. Have you taken on the Cussing Pastor TV.com? Tomorrow will be the last day that this show will show on Instagram. It is also the last day that it will show on Facebook. I've created a medium, and yes, it may have one or two glitches, because hell, I just put it together. And I think Dale is doing a marvelous job at playing engineer. Well, she ain't playing because she's doing it. She's put it together and we're working it. There have been a few glitches, but you hear me well right now. We've got our commercials. They're ready to play. So this is something that I had to do. And let me take the opportunity to tell you, I am no longer affiliated with the SVP TV network in any shape, form, or remote fashion. I did the show for 7 years, 5 days a week for 7 years. And as long as Sam Smith, the founder, was alive, I was in a comfort zone. Sam and I, we had our disagreements, but Sam and I were able to work together. I spoke with Sam's wife on today. I had a very pleasant conversation with Mrs. Smith, and I've always had pleasant conversations with her. And Ms. Smith wanted the community to know that she has no dealings, no association whatsoever with the SVP TV network. He said she'll be working there whatsoever. And let me make it very plain that when my show on the SVP TV network went to tape shows, it was no longer the Thaddeus Matthews TV show that I know and love, and you know and love as well. The show was outdated. By the time you saw the show, 2 or 3 days later, the show was totally outdated. That's not what I've done nearly 40 years of TV and radio. People knew that they could depend on me to find out the proper information. They knew that I didn't give a shit. I'm going to tell it just like it is, no matter who it hit. Whether you're black, whether you're white, whether you're Republican, whether you're Democrat, skinny or fat. I didn't give a shit. That's been the role of the Thaddeus Matthews shows over the years. And once my show started being taped, I was very unhappy. I didn't give a damn whether I went to the studio or not. I was told by Debbie McClellan, who operates the SVP TV network. I was told in, was it January, Dale? I was told in January that Comcast would no longer do live shows. I couldn't understand it, but I did not think at that time that Miss McClellan had any reason to lie to me at that time. And she said, well, you're going to have to do the show tape starting March 1st. March 1st, I started doing the show. And I cut a show on Monday. That show might not get on to Wednesday or Thursday. So whatever I talked about on Monday, when you got the opportunity to hear it, it was totally outdated. That was not good for me. It was not good for the people who spend their money advertising on the Thaddeus Matthews show. I become like anybody else's show. You know, it's just a show. No information. What reason did you have to look at me if the information that you were getting was outdated? I took Miss McClellan at her word. I understand, and I understood, that the only reason that people came to 31 in the first place was because of the Thaddeus Matthews show. I understood that the only reason that many of you have Comcast was to watch the Thaddeus Matthews show. That my show was the draw to 31. Well, SVP putting out, you couldn't afford the $6,000 a month. Well, if that's what she wants to say, I don't give a fuck. See, while she putting that out, ex-wife, she swindled Mrs. Smith out of SVP. Now, because if you want to get down and dirty, you know I'm the right motherfucker for you. Okay? That I couldn't afford the $6,000. I've been on the air for 7 years. So apparently, I could afford the $6,000 a month. Though I would not have been on the air 7 years. Well, maybe she needs to tell you then that when I went on the air for about $3,500 a month. When me and Tawana Murphy got into it, and her and whoever she was dealing with, they sued SVP. All of a sudden the price doubled because I was told that we're going to have to pay legal fees. And as long as we're in court, you're going to have to pay $6,000 a month. That's how we went to $6,000 a month. We never went to court. It never made court, but the price never came down. If they want to say that I couldn't afford the $6,000 a month, SVP has totally survived off of my revenue all of these years. When Mike Williams' program, Mike plays twice a year. That money is spent. Everybody else that's on the air was on once a week. I'm paying you $6,000 when the total cost of everything that you got, your complete airtime on Comcast, is about $3,500 a month. That's including my time. That's including everybody else's time. So my $6,000 a month was paying for everybody that was on there. If you want to talk about I couldn't afford $6,000 a month. At this particular time, you motherfucking right. I can't afford $6,000 a month. They became envious, or Miss McClellan became envious when I took on the role as pastor and started the church, and I was spending money. And there were times I made the sacrifice for the church versus the show, because the church was more important and is more important to me than being on TV. So you can't tell that lie that I couldn't afford it. I've been on the air without a contract. I don't even have a contract with SVP TV Network in 3 or 4 years. Because damn it, I wasn't going to give another contract. I own 100% the Thaddeus Matthews label and brand. Everything that I do is intellectual property. Maybe since they're saying that I could not afford the $6,000 a month, maybe they need to talk about all the lies that have been told. Talking about, see, when you saw all of the issues that were going on the TV, the glitches and stuff like that, the initial blame, okay, the initial blame was given to Comcast. It was not Comcast's fault. See, here's what, and here's how I got to this point. On Saturday night, I was sitting at the house, and I decided to turn on Gerald Stewart and his blues show. I turned on Gerald because I'm still believing, why would this woman lie to me? I'm thinking because if we can't go live at SVP, that means that Gerald can't go live. I was sitting there. I was laying across my bed. 9:51. I heard Gerald say, "It's 9:51. I looked at my clock. It's 9:51. You can't do that when your show is taped. You have no idea of how the time is going to run on a Saturday night if you cut your show in the daytime. You don't know that. So I called Gerald. And Gerald told me, yeah, man, I'm still live. Y'all could be live too if SVP would pay the money that was necessary to go live. I said, oh. So then I contacted the regional office in Atlanta. I had some people that's in media in Atlanta. So I contacted them, and I found a fan down there who knows me from being on the T.S. Madison show and doing some other shows around the country. And his reply to me was that Comcast told SVP, and this is, I got to wondering why on 2 occasions shows that I've already done played twice in 1 week. Well, here's what I was told. Comcast told SVP that your show is too raw and they wanted to review your show before it airs. So you want to censor me. They also told her, and I'm reading the information that I received, they also told her that SVP needed updated equipment and she didn't want to purchase the equipment. Comcast then told SVP, excuse me, for about 3 years that they needed updated equipment, but SVP was too damn cheap. I remember before Sam died, that he told me Comcast had told them that they needed fiber optics in the ground that would make it run smooth. The signal is a better signal. And went to find out, she said, well, we done got it. But I noticed that I never saw nobody out there digging. You got to lay fiber. You got to dig up in the ground and run the cable to your studio. Never saw that. But in other words, the reason that I'm not live is because SVP didn't want to pay the cost of me being live. Did I ever get behind with SVP? Hell yeah, I got behind. At $72,000 a year for that. Spending $10,000 a month on the old church and the ministry. Yes, but they always got paid. They always got paid. And I shared with Miss McClennan that no way in hell was I going to pay $6,000 to be taped. No way am I going to stay on the TV and my shows are censored. You want me to be that safe Negro now. So I decided, and I had decided in March. I remember when I came into this building, I had to spend about $8,000 to come into this building, which is a much better financial situation for me in case the ministry has to grow. In South Memphis, I love y'all. That bothered her that I had spent $8,000 to get a church and didn't give my $8,000 to her. Then my truck, that pretty purple truck that I drive around the city, my transmission went out. I put it in the shop. Expert Automotives over there on Mendenhall, they do an excellent job. I came to the studio one evening as she's leaving. I drive a pretty black XTS Cadillac that had been at my house because I've been driving my truck. I pull up to the studio. Oh, you been car shopping? No, motherfucker. This is the same vehicle that I've been driving. You just haven't seen it in what, probably 6, 7, 8 months, because I've been driving my truck every day. So I said, you count my money. I got disturbed in the deal. You know, you trying to count my motherfucking money. Okay? When I am the only source of income that the SVP TV network has. They got the preachers, they got Stephen Smith on Tuesday nights. He's probably paying $100 a week. The lawyers pay no money. Okay? The lawyers, as a part of their legal deal with the station, the lawyer, what's his name, Daryl O'Neill, represents them. So he gets a free show. The only other show you get is a Friday night show. So there is no real income that comes into the building. She hates Sam's wife. Totally hates her. Despises her. And Miss Smith said today, Thaddeus, I'm so glad that you have moved on and you're doing something for yourself. So y'all ain't got no need to go 31 for what? Ain't nothing there no more. Now I don't want this to be nasty, but tell the truth. Don't say that I couldn't afford the $6,000. Damn it, I'm paying you too motherfucking much in the first place. I don't mind you making a profit. That's what the business is about. But I'm paying 50% more. When my price went up with SVP, it didn't gradually go up. It went from 35 all the way to $6,000 in a month's time. Okay? But you gone. Who gone? You about to be. So here's what I've done. I've been in this game too long. I'm the only person at SVP that anybody knew. Everybody else that came on that station came because Thaddeus Matthews was there. Thaddeus Matthews is the draw. If I come on behind Thaddeus Matthews, then I got an audience. Well, let's see how long your audience has. And I don't wish nothing bad on anybody. I just have to do what's best for Thaddeus. That's what I've done. I've created Cussing Pastor TV.com. See, and you need to leave me alone, because then I might start to wondering how you get the license to play Amos and Andy and play all the movies without paying royalties. Okay? So let this be nice. I'm just sharing why I'm not there. But there's some things I know that I've never shared. But you know, I'm like an old icebox. Fuck with me. And the whole story. And I tell you this point blank. Come at me. I mean, if you legally want to come at me and say, I owe you some money, come at me. I ain't got no contract with you. Plus, your lawyer, Daryl O'Neill, can't represent you because he got a conflict. He's a part of your organization. He's a part of your board. Then we also need to understand where your nonprofit is. Well, okay, stop that. Just leave it alone. But you can't fuck me and think I ain't gonna fuck you back. We're gonna have to have a joint fucking. Fucking ain't no fun, and if you the only somebody getting fucked, somebody need to get fucked back. And people know in this community, if you fuck with me, I'm gonna get that ass. That's just plain and simple. Now, I don't wish any harm, but you ain't gonna find nobody else crazy enough to pay no $6,000 a month. And I think that she thought that was nothing else I could do. That I'd be there forever because I'm just desperate to be on the damn TV. And you should have worked with me because I could have helped you build your company. I could have brought people to your station, but you're constantly trying to fuck me and I know it. And see, sometimes when I'm quiet, you need to keep me talking sometime, because see, when I get quiet, I'm contemplating. I'm thinking on your ass. And I've been looking for an escape route out of there for at least the last year. So Cussing Pastor TV.com. And Daryl and I were talking one day. I said, what am I going to do? Because see, this is bullshit here. This is bullshit. And you're always threatening me with your lawyer. And I didn't give a shit about your lawyer. What they doing next door?
Some kids playing.
Huh?
Some kids playing.
Oh. Give a shit about your lawyer. What I think is bring it. I got lawyers too. So we can talk about a lot of things. Just do you. Just do you. Just do you. But how long can you last without me? Now, that other TV station that I put on the air, when they told me they didn't want no niggerish show on me because they was in bed with A.C. Warden, and A.C. Warden wanted me off the air because I was kicking him in his ass running for office. I told him, y'all last 60 days. Because you ain't got no content. You ain't got no draw. You ain't got no reason for anybody to come to the station. And David always wanted to remind me that I wasn't the greatest source at SVP. I said, who do you think it is, the police association? Who do you think it is? The preacher on Tuesday night? They do what they do, but people tune in to 31. I said, folks didn't even know that there was a 31 until I went on the air. Well, that's the way it is. That's what Walter Cronkite. You don't remember Walter Cronkite, do you? That's the way it is. That's it. That's it. I've created this, and I did this on the fly. Created a website, camera, microphone. And how do you make it work, Thaddeus? How do you make income with it? The $5 per month subscription. $5 a month. Y'all pay Comcast $200-300 a month. My Comcast here at this building is how much, Dale? 400 and some dollars a month. I got Comcast at my house, $300 some dollars a month, because I run a radio production and station out of my house. See if I find somebody else that can do this. Okay. So, and many of you only watch because I'm on the air. Somebody says, wait a minute. But nothing good will come to her the way she fucked over my aunt. I begged my aunt to let me beat her little hair ass. That raggedy bitch basically stole all Sam's equipment. And I got to say this. Sam, as far as that business is concerned, left his wife basically out of it. I don't know what the relationship between her and Sam was. But basically, Mrs. Smith had no say-so in the business at all. I remember last year when Mrs. Smith came by the station to celebrate 6 years on air. Debbie went into total hysterics. Total hysterics. Miss Smith was all kind of bitches and everything for showing up in her husband's building. Sam, and I'll say this, should have had his shit together tighter than what he was. She has control of what? See, when she said that I can't afford the $6,000, she must couldn't afford being over in Arkansas, because that lasted a month. Going to Antenna TV, that wasn't going to work. this is going to work. I've never done nothing in broadcasting that did not work. Whether you like me or not, the name is out there. Okay? And, you know, she always brags about she got goons from Chicago. Well, I ain't got to go to Chicago to get them goons. Okay? I got goons right here, too. And let's not have to go to those stages, but I'm just telling y'all the truth. Because many of you have, I was going in the place to get me something to eat today. Shop and save. You ain't on TV. What's going on? So I wanted you to know exactly what's going on. And that's it. Now, I need you to subscribe. Y'all been paying Comcast, all of those. Is my system perfected yet? No. But you're able to see me on the TV. And you can put what you're seeing on your tablet right now on TV. I ain't got to take you through that complicated stuff. They'll figure out another thing. There's a thing on your TV, like right now. Those of you that's watching me on your tablets or on your phones in your house, if you are in your house right now, and them children so damn not loud next door, and you've got your Wi-Fi, was it connected to your TV? You know, the same Wi-Fi you use on your phone is the Wi-Fi you use in your house. Okay? You got a smart TV. Go to AirPlay. When you go to AirPlay, and you're already looking at me on your little tube, there's a little box up in the right hand corner of the screen that you're looking at me on your tablet right now. There's a little square up there. Look like you got a sound wave coming out of it. If you tap that little button right there, it will automatically go to your TV set, and the picture will come up on your TV. Okay? It will automatically come up on your TV. So you can watch me on your screen. Set it up for my dear them. Said, my dear, now all you gotta do now, my dear, is hit this little button. When it come up on the phone, baby, I want to see that boy on the TV. He be talking all that shit. I be wanting to hear that boy because he be telling the truth. Or show grandmama how to push the little square. It's up in the right hand side of your screen on your phones or on your tablets. Just hit it and it will automatically come up on your TV. We're going to grow this thing. It's only $5. If you ain't got $5 and you want to bitch about your $5, then don't watch me. That's all I can say. This is a business. Everything you look at on TV, you're paying for it. If you got cable at your house at all, and everybody got cable. If you got just basic cable, you're paying more than $5 per month. And I know many of you say, you're a black man, why should I give your black ass $5? Because you want to know what this black motherfucker's saying. Simple as that. Because I'm going to bring it to you. And now I can bring it to you uncensored. I can bring it to you raw. I've never been politically correct. But now I can bring it to you just the way it needs to be. There'll be some things that I'll be out of Facebook jail, I guess temporarily, next week. But there'll be some things that you won't be able to see on see somebody sending it to me right now. Pastor, I'm looking at you on my smart TV. See, you smart. Smart people watch me. And if you ain't got $5, you don't need to be watching me no way. And look, some of y'all ain't even got $5 on y'all damn credit cards now. I ain't gonna call your names. Just go back and fix your credit cards so that we can accept your $5. And we go through a third party. I don't see any of your credit card numbers. Okay, so that ain't nothing you got to worry about. I don't see none of your credit card information at all. But I want you to tell everybody about this. I don't wish Debbie and whatever that mess is that she's doing over there, do it. Do you. Okay? You got George Dean over there. You and y'all having a banquet hall over there. Do what y'all do. Okay, y'all do what y'all do. I'm just going to do what I do. Every day from 7 until 9, I'm going to do this. I'm also about to take, I got a massive office here in this building. And I'm about to take a corner of my office and I'm going to put a green screen up there. I'm going to get me some of them lights and stuff. And I'll be able to produce other shows in this building to run on the Cussing Pastor TV.com. Okay? It's business. Yeah, you got to buy it. You go out to buy it time. Yes. Who making the money off the subscriptions? Me. Y'all look at Facebook all day. Y'all don't give a shit that Mark Zuckerberg, it's a Zucker and a Zucker. One of them birds. Y'all don't care that y'all making him rich. So, hey, let's do this thing. You need a black man like me that's unbossed and unbought to be able to come every day and bring you some information. All right. Oh, and by the way, whoever said I'm closed down Sunday, you watch my ass Sunday. I'm preaching Sunday morning. I'm preaching Sunday morning. I might have to go with the 10. So, Brother Hunter, I'm looking for you. Monica, I'm looking for you. Now, Miss Eloise, I know you sickly. So I ain't, really expecting you. But come on Sunday morning. I'm going to preach. We'll be going live from here and also Facebook on Sunday morning. But I will be preaching. We're having an hour of power on Sunday morning. All right, let's get ready to take a commercial break, definitely. And then we're going to come back and I want to talk to you about how scared are you? Are you living in fear? Are you scared to even go outdoors? No, y'all ain't scared because y'all go to Kroger's and y'all go to everywhere else. The only place you scared, they got you scared to go to is the church. All right, we're going to take a commercial break and we will be back.
Hi, my name is Zoe Walls, and this is my dad, Tony Walls, the owner of Shop and Save, and we would like to personally thank you for 25 great years of service.
When you're looking for the best soul food in town, the only place to come, whether you're in South Memphis, whether you're in North Memphis, in fact, it's worth driving on
because once I go from here,
Shop and Save, 1499 South 3rd, where you can get some of the best food, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, right here. In fact, I think I'm going to take time out right now and give me some turkey wings, give me some candy yams, give me some of them northern beans, give me some of that cobbler. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, you need to do just like me. Come on down to Shop and Save, 1499 South 3rd celebrating 25 years of doing business in the hood.
Welcome to Shop and Save, where we hope to keep your appetite just right. Jump before 8, don't be late. I'm reading Lachey. I stay in Memphis, I don't play in Memphis. We appreciate you being. Come and see me. Come on down.
Accidents happen to everyone at any time. You need someone you can trust to be discreet. You need Clark Bail Bond Company. For over 20 years, Clark Bail Bond Company has helped our clients get back to their daily lives with as little disruption as possible. We'll treat you with the respect and dignity you deserve.
Clark Bail Bond Company, where everybody is somebody. Now with the second location, serving Somerville, Oakland, Tipton, and Lauderdale counties.
And starting for your home team. Tonight's starting lineup. Oh, the slam dunk with the crossover. The no-look pass with the assist behind the back. The alley-oop, and he brings the hammer in the paint. He brings down the house. The razzle-dazzle. From beyond the arc, 3-point, and the crowd goes wild.
More than I've ever sold commercials in life. We're going through a recession, that's a depression, and I got to do what I got to do to make all of this work. But I want you to support me. Even while I'm speaking right now, you need to be going to Cussing Pastor TV.com, Cussing Pastor TV.com, and subscribing. You can get the whole year for $50. And I'm sitting here in the comfort of my office at my church at 1008 East McLemore. And this is where I'm doing what I do. I need your support, okay? We can build this. We can build this, and it'll be even hotter than the TV show, okay? Because I'm looking to mass produce it all over the world. Even right now, anywhere in the country can pick us up. So, but there's some other things that I want to do. As soon as I get a few more glitches out of the way. Tony Walls says it looks good. Tony Walls is the owner of Shop and Save. Y'all go on by that. I ain't got that menu in front of me. I'm about to get them in. I've eaten them yesterday and today. You got a menu on Tony? Huh?
I was looking.
I thought we had one at one time. But let me see, what did I have today? What did I have?
Chicken.
I had some fried chicken today. I had some fried chicken, some white beans, and some greens. And don't tell nobody. I ain't supposed to have no pork. But that ham hock was looking so damn good. I got me a ham hock too. And some pecan pie. Yesterday I had some cheesecake from over there. So they are still open, $14.99 South 3rd. That's 3rd and Parkway. Go on by that and get you some good something to eat. Okay, they got them little lines where y'all stay 6 feet apart. But the food is good. Like I said, now that I'm in South Memphis, I'm close to the place. I used to go in there and just sit down and eat. You can't sit down and eat there no more. Hell, ain't no way you can go. I'm going to be so glad when I can go to a restaurant and somebody can wait on me again. But going by there, if you're in the South Memphis area at all, go on by Shop and Save, $14.99 South 3rd, and they will take care of you. All right, And again, Bobby Rush is not dead. He is sick. I talked to Bobby personally myself, so I know he ain't dead. But, you know, y'all telling them damn lies. Y'all thinking that everybody that dies is dying of the damn coronas. Okay? So folk ain't having no damn heart attacks and strokes no more. Okay? You don't even hear nobody talk about the damn flu no more. But that's the conversation. We've had 16,000 people that have died in this country. But you don't hear a lot of discussion about the 24,000 that have recovered. But the question becomes, how scared are you of the coronavirus? Has the media, has watching the news really messed you up? Okay, has it messed you up? That all you hear all day is gloom, gloom, gloom. The woe is me. Y'all singing the hee-haw song. Gloom, despair, and agony on me. Deep, dark depression, excessive misery. If it wasn't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. Gloom, despair, and agony on me. Has that become your song? Have you become scared to sneeze? Are you scared to be around somebody that sneezes? Have we forgotten that allergies still exist? Somebody sneezes, oh God, they got the coronas. Or you sneeze and you think, I must have the coronas. You cough. And I have a cough that I've been having. I talk all the time. Okay? I talk. And I get up in the morning talking. I get up at 5:30. I do a 3-hour show. So my throat gets irritated. Then I'm talking in business all day. Then I come back in the evenings and do a 2-hour show. So there's a certain irritation that my vocals get. And I'll cough. I mean, I got no damn coronas. We're going to tell them that I'm on the air tomorrow, okay? But here's what I'm sharing with you. Your head hurt. You blame it on the coronas. Your knee hurt. It's been raining. You've been claiming that you could tell the weather. You were Dave Brown. You could tell the weather by your knees. Now, every little element that you have is based on the coronas. You scared, you say, to go everywhere. You staying in the house. They done got you on the quarantine. But y'all ain't staying in the house. Everybody ain't staying in the house 24 hours a day. I said, yeah, walking the dog. Walking yourself. You got your little mask on. Some of you got your gloves on. I saw him in the park today. Walking. But you scared to go to church. I'll be here Sunday morning. Doing what I do. I'll be here Sunday morning. But how fearful are you? Really? Dale, step out there and see if you can tell them. Can you hear that banging?
They having a party.
Huh?
They having a party.
They having a party where?
Next door.
On the front porch?
Yeah.
Well, will you tell them we broadcasted in here to calm it down some? Shoot them if you have to. Don't take that lyric because you don't want to talk to them.
I really don't.
Okay. Well, give them South Memphis, you know I'm here.
I'm saying that.
Okay. Thank you. Fine, be quiet. We got to get over this fear. Why y'all scared to go? Tell me why y'all scared to go to church. Now that's the one. And tell Brian Bartlett, I done lost his number out of my phone. Pastor Brian Bartlett down at what's the name of Brian's church there? Lake Grove. Tell Brian Bartlett to call me later tonight. I think Brian is having his worship on Sunday. We having communion on Sunday morning, and we serve real wine. Mm-hmm. Maybe we just need to serve some wine on the street there. Huh? Come on out there with the wine. Huh? Drinking up the wine. Drinking of the wine. It used to be a song. It used to be a church song. I can't think of it right now. It was something about Jesus and the wine. But how scared are you? Give me that number. How scared are you of the coronavirus? Has it changed other than being quarantined and can't go anywhere, and the restaurants and all that are closed? Has it really, are you fearful? Are you scared you're going to die? Has the media messed you up to the fact that you think that the only thing that people are dying of now is the coronavirus? I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. Area code 901-231-9239 is the number. 901-231-9239 is the number. I do not answer block numbers at all. Okay? If you're calling trying to hide your number, you will not even be answered. But how do you feel? Are you a person that's got on the rubber gloves and the mask? Are you scared to let anybody in your house? I know a lady I heard of. Everybody come to her house, she taking their temperature when they come to the house. Okay? She's sticking a thermometer in their mouth to literally. What's the normal temperature you're supposed to have?
98.6.
98.6, right?
98 or 96.8.
One of them. But if your ass 99, your ass ain't gonna get in her house. She's an elderly lady. You. No, Jesus. No, you ain't gonna.
To accept.
Go ahead, Joe. I'm there.
Hey, how you doing, Thaddeus?
I'm doing fine.
Well, first of all, I already done spent my $50. I don't know if you get ready to
Do what now?
for 2 years, man. I already spent my $50 a year subscription, and if you take it in terms of 2 years, don't put them up. You know, there ain't no big deal with that.
Well, if it ain't no big deal, you can go ahead and send it on up.
Look, but now when it comes to the coronavirus, my thing of it is whatever you choose, and what I do is I wear a mask, and I make sure that I got plenty hand sanitizer. I still have to go to work, and my thing is you try to protect yourself as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when it comes to going to church or whatever, I think it basically should be by choice. I disapprove of the state mandating that they're closing down the church. Now, they overstep their boundaries. It should be up to. Go ahead.
It's a violation of the First Amendment.
Absolutely. I'm totally in agreement with that. They shouldn't have never been able to do that. And it should be, like I was saying earlier, it should be based upon what you're comfortable with and your place of where you want to go to worship. And I mean, my thing of it is the individual basis. But, when the state kicked in and tried to tell you what to do, I totally disagree with that. And I saw where, you had your little clip where, the code enforcement guy came in. Man, you tripped me out, man. You wasn't playing with him. You wasn't bagging up at all. And I can understand that point because you got to fight for your rights.
Mm-hmm.
The government is not going to give it to you.
Well, man, tell some other people about it, okay? All right. Yeah, I mean, when I look at the issue of dealing with the church, you're dealing with constitutional law. So are we saying now that the Constitution is thrown out of the window? And, you know, I'm one of the 16 churches that they mentioned. I don't know who the other 16 are, but Sunday morning I'll be preaching. We already had in place Saturday, Dale went down into the sanctuary and marked off the 6 feet, every pew. There is no touch your neighbor, hug your neighbor. There's plenty of hand sanitizer all through the sanctuary, about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bottles down there. We pray and spray. So, but I refuse. Okay, I refuse. What are y'all talking about? David, Tori, you gone. Okay. I refuse to not I'm not going to allow you to tell me I can't serve God. I'm not. Now, if that's what your pastor tell you, then you're comfortable with him telling you that, then fine.
Anna.
Go ahead, Anna, in Grand Prairie, Texas.
Hi, Thaddeus. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing fine. Go ahead.
I just wanted to say, I heard your comments about what SDP was doing to you, and I think it's very wrong. I'm glad that you were able to get you a new platform, and I plan on supporting you going forward. And also, as far as the COVID-19, as long as you're not violating the 6-foot space or the 6-foot rule, I don't think it's a big deal. So I hope everything works out for you, and I plan to support you and Dale going forward.
Thank you. I was looking at some people in the park today. They were jogging or walking fast, whatever y'all call that, because I don't do that. They were walking side by side. Okay.
Yeah.
And even though they had the mask on. Yeah. So I thought they said the parks were closed.
Yeah.
So if the parks are closed, how y'all walking around in the park? But you won't walk to the church.
You have a very valid point, and I hope it all works out for you. But I'll be watching you guys as always from online and supporting you, and all the best to you.
Thank you so very much.
They did that to you at SDP.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, I thought the parks were closed there. Okay, if the parks are closed and y'all still walking in the parks, they didn't fuck with y'all in the park, but they're gonna come to the church and fuck with me. Now I told them, hell, in no uncertain terms, I'm having church. I'm praising God. Whatever you want to do, you do it. Now, if I get 10 folk, we're gonna do what we do. Now, if I get 11, y'all think I'm gonna put the 11th person out the church? No. Come on. Again, I'd like to hear what is your real view on this, and how have you maintained, those of you who have quarantined yourselves, and how are you functioning? How do you function? I get, what's that word, claustrophobia, or whatever that word is. I can't stay in the house all day. Okay? I can't. And is the mask really working for you? Is the mask really even made for you if you don't have it? Is the mask going to keep you from getting it? Y'all got rubber gloves on. Y'all touching everything with the rubber gloves. Are we living in a state of fear? how will you feel if your congregants get infected and die like the other pastor did? Well, you just sick and you died. Okay? You can die at any time. Y'all think that the only way you die is because of the coronavirus? But you motherfuckers going everywhere else y'all want to go.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
You on there?
Hi, Pastor. I want to comment about COVID-19.
Yes.
So, you know, it's a lot of people that don't believe that this virus is going around. You know, there's a lot of ignorant people online saying, you know, COVID-19 isn't real, it's the government, it's a conspiracy and all of this. All of these people dying, I know it's not only from COVID-19, but COVID-19 does exist. And me, myself, personally, I'm wearing a mask when I go out. I'm just being cautious. I don't wear gloves because a lot of times gloves can cross-contaminate things. So I just wash my hands frequently. But I do wear a face mask. And I want to say that COVID-19 is real, and a lot of people are dying.
Man, we haven't said one time that it's not real.
I know.
But I refuse to live. I refuse to live in a state of fear.
You know, God don't give us the spirit of fear, and I don't wanna play into that fear either. I'm just being cautious because it's real, and I'm an asthmatic. So
and I'm not telling anyone not to be cautious. You do what you think is best for you. If you're asthmatic, I can understand you having your mask on. But do you think?
You know, a lot of times it's hard to breathe in those masks. You have to get the right mask.
Well, you know, I got some masks around here that somebody sent me, some of them N25s or 95s.
And you know, they're really gouging the prices on those masks, and it's ridiculous. You know, they're feeding into your fear and gouging those prices.
Well, it's called capitalism, ma'am. It's called capitalism. It's called supply and demand. There is a demand for those masks. Okay? Masks that were selling for $2 and $3 are now selling for $10, $20, and $15 and more. No.
This is true. Now, I don't have a problem staying home because right now I'm not working anyway. And I've never been the type of person that run the streets and just be out unnecessarily. You know, so I don't have a problem staying home. So I just wanted to call.
Ma'am, I can't stay in the house. Yeah, I'm telling people to be cautious.
Sit in your clubs.
Yeah, you know, I'm telling people to be as cautious as you think that you need to be. But you know, I get up. The only place I go is from the house to here and back to the house, cause I ain't got nowhere else I can go.
I feel that. But stay safe, Pastor, and I listen to you regularly, and I have subscribed to your Cussing Pastor channel.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, good night.
All right. Here's a lady on here saying, I don't know what you're saying. I'm a nurse. Whoopee. And I feel like people not abiding by the quarantine are the reason that the U.S. infection rates are astronomical, the highest in the world. I've had 2 people to die already. One is a nurse. Okay. Now, what you want us to say about that? She died, and she's a nurse. And people are dying every day. And it's not to say that the coronavirus is not real. But if you expect everybody to just stay in the house, it's not going to happen. And because there are people who are catching the coronavirus that are not outdoors walking. You had 16 people in a nursing home, I forget what state that was, that caught the coronavirus. I'm saying use the level of precaution that you think is necessary. And if someone does not think like you, does not mean that they're wrong. They just don't think like you. Okay? And that becomes your choice. But as far as the masks are concerned, if it's airborne and it gets in your face, it gets into your face where the mask is not. Are you protected? It gets in your skin. It gets in your eyes. Are you protected? I think no one totally understands what is going on. The doctors, and they've already admitted that they don't know what's going on. There is no expert on this at all. None whatsoever. No experts. How long do you think it's going to last? What's your view on it? 901-231-9239. I'm cautious. I haven't taken a picture with nobody in the last couple of weeks, I don't think. I'm reading what's I got. Okay. If it's airborne, let me put this. Well, let me go. I haven't taken pictures. I ain't shook nobody's hand. I got my hand sanitizer. But if it's airborne and it land on something and you put your hand on it, you still touched it, didn't you?
Chris McDuffie.
To accept, press 1.
Go ahead, Chris McDuffie.
Hey, how you doing, man?
I'm fine.
I think it's a counterintelligence program on the lines that happened during the church committee back in during the report of 1976. Check it out. I think it's April 9th, 1976, where they was drugging people, putting germs and stuff. And,
wait a minute, Mr. McDuffie. What were they doing that at?
Yes, sir.
What were they doing that at?
It's in the Senate Select Committee. Senate Select Committee. April 9th, 1976. It's called the Church Committee. And they went through all of the problems that they had with regard to intelligence activities.
This was it's called the Church Committee. 19 what?
April 9th, 1976.
I'm going to look that up.
Check that out, man. It's the truth. They was doing all kinds of stuff. They did drugs on people, germs, assassinations, everything.
All right, man. Well, thank you for that piece of information. I will look it up.
All right, man.
All right.
All right, thank you, brother. Bye.
Area code 901-231-9239 is the number. Don't forget that after tomorrow night, the only way that you'll be able to watch this show is Cussing Pastor TV.com. CussingPastorTV.com. What's your view on this? I'd like to hear. And have you stayed in the house? Okay. I mean, you're saying you love the call in, then call in. Yo go or you go or whatever your name is. 901-231-9239. 9239. What precautions are you taking? Have you known anyone personally that has it? And why don't we hear a lot of conversation about the recoveries? Let's go to Detroit, Michigan.
Jordan.
To accept, press.
Go ahead.
Peace, brother. I was just calling in. First, want to admire your show and your honesty, but I really want to just get straight to the point. The real thing that's shaking the world up and has everybody on the hold right now is that Donald Trump is essentially looking into pulling off what JFK could not, which was to stop the Federal Reserve from being established in the first place. But now he's trying to rid the country of that privatized banking system as well. He's been taking the steps to do that since stopping the flow of fentanyl into the country. What is shaking up the world now, aside from this virus, although people are dying from it, that is not excluded from being an overlay for an underplay. What's going on is that where he's placed his signature recently is on an executive order to specifically aim at ending these high-profile child sex trafficking rings. And there are a lot of people that people hold dear in their heart, these superstars that people worship that are going to be ending up in jail. Guantanamo Bay just got like a $250 million update.
Sir, what does that got to do with what we're talking about tonight?
What it has to do with is the fact that this virus, although it's real and it's killing people, it's the noise in the east and it's not the attack in the west. And I think as black people, we often be looking at the noise in the east and not the attack in the west.
But most of us are not, at this particular point, are not even concerned with that. We're not concerned about the Federal Reserve. The concentration that is on the minds of people across this country right now is, am I going to get it? Am I going to live? Yes. Do I think that politics is a part of this? Very much so. Okay, very much so. I think.
Speaking specifically, unfortunately, in the African Americans, so all of the people I'm concerned with, and those are the people who they're saying now are number one at risk. So I find that very interesting. However, what I will say is that I don't believe it should have taken a virus or a pandemic for black people to finally get some type of significant concern about our health. Unfortunately, we have the highest running rates of just about every ailment you can think of, from diabetes, high blood pressure. Our women have higher rates than about 4 other ethnic groups in obesity or being overweight. So there's just a myriad of health issues that have been for centuries challenging the African American community.
All right, sir. Thank you so much. All right. 901-231-9239. But, so you're talking about the way we eat. Hell, right now, we done ate what all we eating. And it's still going on. The concern is, where we at now? Hey, y'all don't give a shit about no damn Federal Reserve Bank. And, that may be important to somebody. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about the Federal Reserve. Our concern right now is, how are we going to make it? The question also becomes, what's your plan? Have you put together a plan of survival? Okay, over 6 million people last week filed for unemployment. That's 6 million people that's unemployed, plus the millions that were already unemployed before we got to these 6 million. What you going to do? Have you thought out what your next move is going to be? I think we've got probably another 60 to 90 days if not longer, of this. What you going to do? Let's go here. Memphis.
From. To accept.
Go ahead, sir.
Hey, good evening, Daddy.
Good evening.
Hey, yeah, I just got to share my unsolicited opinion on the topic at hand.
Okay.
And my perspective is because I'm in customer service. I'm around a lot of people every day. I'm a barber, and I decided to totally quit cutting hair because we found out a barber died from continuously making house calls. And so I think that there's a lack of concern in regards to us. Probably, I don't know about white people because I'm not around white people. But as far as us taking it as serious as, in my opinion, I think that we should take it.
Mm-hmm.
And so my question to you would be, what would you say? So let's say you had 200 people come to your church, and I'm not agreeing or disagreeing, but for the sake of conversation, if you had 200 people come to your church, well, would that be considered dangerous?
Would that be considered dangerous?
Or, for lack of a better term, yeah.
Dangerous to who? Hell, I ain't never got 200 folk. I didn't get 200. I ain't got 200 folk here when we didn't have a virus. But but basically, what you're saying is, if I got over my 10 limit, okay.
20, 30.
So, if it's harmful for 20, isn't it just as harmful for 10?
I would have to beg to differ.
Why?
Because I think each person brings just another element to the table, if I may say, in regards to each person has been around several other people. And so I think...
So you don't, wait a minute, you don't think that the 10 been around some people?
Right, I do.
Okay.
And so when we take 10 more, then that just adds on top of that.
Okay, but what about the 10? Eddie Smoke, you gone. I mean, what about the 10? Suppose the 10, wait a minute, suppose the 10 just left a house where they got 20 folk living in the house. Okay. You got, okay. So, but are we going to live in a state of danger? And I agree. And I told the health department, I'll go with your 10. But hell, if 11 show up or 12 show up, I'm not gonna put them out because I've got enough room in my sanctuary. I've already marked off the 6 feet. Okay, I've already marked that off. So, and here's what I say about Sunday morning: it's a whosoever will, let him come. Okay. And my faith is of such that I'm going to be here and live what I say. I say that he's a doctor that never lost a patient. I say that he's a way maker, hard fixer, mind regulator, that God can do everything but fail. I've been saying that 60-some years, man. So when I say that I'm closing the church on Sunday because it's a virus out there, am I being hypocritical of what I've been saying all these years?
Well, Brother Taylor, and I know they don't, we conversating this man, so don't.
Sure.
But I have to think that it, you know what, and with you, like you said, your congregation may not be as large as some of the others.
Okay.
But let's just say, let me switch lanes slightly for us, and let me bear. If there was a church that had 2,000, 3,000, 600 members and they held church, I think that would be irresponsible. Because as a leader of a flock, the main thing
Go ahead. This is interesting. Go ahead.
I mean, when you take, some of the elders that may not fully understand. Some people are not as intelligent as others. Some people are not taking it as serious as others. So, okay, let me give an example. Me being a father, my daughter, now, baby, you can't go over your friend's house to a barbecue, to a cookout, and spend the night.
Okay.
Much as I want you to be happy, but me being your leader, my main thing for you, I have to utilize wisdom and implement that wisdom in regards to being her leader.
Well, now here's what I said, and I'm reading somebody that says God told us to obey the laws of the land. That ain't the law. Okay?
Well, if you're not breaking the law, it's not a blue.
Wait. See, I'm addressing somebody that's saying, I agree, Pastor, but God gives us common sense. God ain't never told you nothing about, I ain't never told nothing in the Bible about no common sense. Also, God tells us to obey the laws of the lands. These are not laws. Okay? And I got to say, I've got to inform those of us who are talking about let's obey the laws of the land. Your not coming to church on a Sunday is not a law. In fact, it violates the very Constitution of the United States, the First Amendment. All of these, what is happening now is suggestions by those who are law officials. Okay? So these are not laws. And they're telling you let's obey those who have the authority over you. I ain't gave you authority over me. Okay? My authority and my allegiance first is to my God. You are a leader. Okay? You are, and see, look, like I told some people the other day, they were telling me about some pastors who were saying that they were going to do what the mayor said. I said, well, yeah, I guess they have to, because the mayor gives them checks. The mayor gives them grants. So, and if you in bed with the mayor and you want to stay in bed with the mayor and enjoy what you get in bed with the mayor, you got to do what the mayor said. I don't get shit from the mayor. Okay? I don't get nothing, and it ain't from no money because I pay all the expenses anyway. So it ain't about no money. It's about what I believe.
Yeah.
It's my principle, man, that I have said for years and believe that God will do anything but fail. And I think I become hypocritical when I stand up and say, well, I believe God can defeat anything but the coronavirus. Yes, I'm cautious. I don't want to shake a whole lot of folks' hands, no way.
That's right.
You understand?
Well, it kind of reminds me of a young lady I saw in the store today, and I wouldn't buy one of those Corona masks from the A-Rap gas station, but they so happen to have a young black lady in there, a real nice young lady. And I said, well, why don't you have your mask on? And her comment to me was, I'm covered by the blood. And so I wanted to say, well, do you think you're more covered than anybody else that has been infected as well as affected? That's where I'm conflicted, because I know that we have to utilize wisdom.
Sure,
like you said, that's my opinion.
Yeah, but understand. Now let's deal with that word wisdom. Okay.
There you go.
Wisdom to you can have a whole different definition than wisdom to me.
Okay.
What you do for a living?
I cut hair. I'm a barber.
All right. You got the wisdom. You've got the knowledge to cut hair. Okay.
I got the knowledge. That's right.
Okay. Now, that's all wisdom is knowledge, right?
I don't think so.
What?
Well, that's not my definition.
Okay.
My definition.
I got the wisdom. I got the wisdom to shave my head. I ain't used it but once this week.
Is that knowledge or wisdom?
Huh?
Because I think knowledge is knowing, and in my opinion, I think wisdom is implementing that knowledge and making the right decision.
Same thing. I can't implement cutting your hair into a style. Okay? You don't have the wisdom to do what you don't have the wisdom to come here and do what I do.
That's what I sure don't.
Okay? So
I
There's different levels of, and it does not make you wrong, and it don't make me right. Okay?
There you go. That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
I think as free will individuals who have free will, God gives us free will. And I keep hearing folks say, God gives you common sense. You can't find nowhere scripturally where the word common sense is there. Okay?
I've never once thought of it. Let me say this, and I'm going to let you go.
Okay.
And I know this is your show, and I'm in chat, but let me say this, I want to let you go and move on. But you know what? With that being said, and us able to have different opinions, well, I think what I was saying to finalize everything is that God, your motives, like you said, your motives ain't to try to rip nobody off or do no better. Your heart, God looks past our ways and looks at our heart. And so I think that just definitely goes back to
I totally agree with you. Let me give you something else, man, and I'm enjoying this back and forth that we're having.
Help the dialogue.
Yeah, Ed Ford is my friend. He owns E.H. Ford Mortuary.
Yeah.
I go by his funeral home. I haven't been by this week. I usually go by his funeral home about twice a week. And his board is full of dead folk. Okay? If I was to go by there tomorrow, he probably gonna have 20 folk that's dead on the board. And none of them, man, and none of them, excuse me again, none of them would have died from the coronavirus. Okay? I go back, and to this point, we have become so attached to the coronavirus that we don't think that folk dying or nothing else. You can't die from old age.
The moment, what I like to call it, prisoners of the moment.
Yeah. She 99 and a half years old. Lord, grandmama just died of the coronavirus. No, she died because she old.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. I was just talking about that today. And I think, let me say this. I truly believe if I had to bet on it, I would bet that a lot of the people that may have even coronavirus, and they may pass, like you said, because she's 110 years old, and it was just her time to go. It may be the guy who just may have been his time to have a heart attack, a stroke, or whatever. But I think they doctoring them numbers too.
Well, and I totally agree with you on that. You remember the man that they had from Memphis? They say he taught here in Memphis, but he died of the coronavirus. Then maybe.
I learned that from you.
Yeah, in Milwaukee. When they came out and released that he died of the coronavirus, his daughter wrote on Facebook the next day, "My daddy didn't die from the coronavirus. My daddy had all of these other ailments that was going on."
She sure said it.
And I think, that for whatever reason, that the numbers have been doctored. We hear of all the folk that are dying that got it, but we don't talk about the folk that have recovered from it. 16,000 folk have died in this country from it, but 24,000 have recovered. So
if I'm not mistaken, I think it was almost like 1% of people that died.
Right. So is there a control reason that this government and whoever is not wanting to give people a sense of hope and just of gloom and doom?
Right.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Right. I mean, I agree. I have to agree with you on that part.
See,
but like I said,
and then
and I think God looks at our motives.
Yeah, I think it does too. But also understand this: if the president has declared a state of emergency in this country, and let's say there's $1 trillion that's been allocated for that. Unless your state, okay, unless your state declares that same national emergency, you can't get none of that $1 trillion.
Come on now.
That city.
So, and I hate to say it, we need people to die.
Right, and that city that's within that state, unless that city declares a national emergency, it can't get none of the money either. So is there a monetary value politically in the death of individuals that get the coronavirus?
I'm almost certain, if it's just my opinion, I'm almost positive, 100% positive. Because, I'm certain. Because, see, when you start talking about these trillions and trillions, these lives don't mean nothing. I'm just talking about you dying.
No.
We saw that from 9/11, so.
Yeah, and that's what we've got to understand, that the money is a trickle-down effect, that you can't get, your local city cannot get any of that money if your state has not declared an emergency. And understand, your state has to declare it first. Then your city and towns, because now we can get some of that.
That's backwards.
Okay? No, see, you go from the federal government to your state government to your local government. Okay?
What if one particular city got it real bad, but it's not on the level where the state can declare it?
No. If your state has declared it, okay, and every state has declared it, because the state understands I can't get none of that federal money unless I declare a state of emergency, because the funds are allocated solely for the state of emergency. Your city can't get none of that money. And do you think that when all of that federal money gets to Memphis, Tennessee, that all of that federal money gonna be spent on the coronavirus?
You know, you both know better.
Okay.
And anybody who don't, something wrong with them.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. There's a bigger thing in this. And see, we got to remember that there are a lot of folk that would love to see martial law take place in this country. And see, when I hear this constant conversation about people won't come in from outdoors. So now, are you saying that, well, since y'all won't come in, we're going to go into martial law, we're going to have the troops on the ground making sure y'all stay in the house? Then if y'all don't act right, we've already got all of these FEMA camps, these concentration camps already in place all over this country, where y'all don't act right, we're going to put y'all in these cages. Man, I never trust this government. This is a government that has specialized in the depopulation of black folk. This is a government that took 300-400 black men in Tuskegee and gave them syphilis, okay? And we didn't find out about it until 1972. There is no vaccination that I'm going to take that this government gives. Especially when I've heard of folks taking the flu shot and you still get the damn flu. What the hell you take the flu shot for? So man, I think that there's more to this than we know. Yes, the coronavirus is, and where did this new strand of see, the coronavirus has been around. It's been here.
Well, the way they scientifically explain it is, when it regenerates itself, it comes back in a stronger form. And so or just even in a different form. But the reason it's stronger is simply because it's different. And the vaccine, this is what they tell us. When they put the vaccine in our bodies, they're injecting the actual disease. So your immune system can say, hey, I'm familiar with that, so I know what to do in order to fight this particular disease. Now,
Well,
but whatever it is bad, brother.
I agree that it was bad, but when it was created, it was intended to be bad, man. Why did the new strand come from other than a laboratory?
Same place, the West Nile, the Mad Cat, the bird flu, same place.
Isn't it strange? Go back and if you go back and you look at your history, every 4 years, when it's election time, there's a new disease or a new something. Okay? Ebola and all those other diseases. If this is a new strand and the coronavirus has been around, where did the new strand come from but in somebody's laboratory? Was it meant to be biochemical warfare? Was it meant for depopulation? And it got out of control?
I don't think it's out of control. I think that our government's so sophisticated that they know they monitoring it just like they monitor the weather.
So then are you saying then that the government could cut it off anytime they get ready?
I think if I had a pit bull and I told that pit, I trained that pit bull to bite you for 30 seconds. Now, he may go 35, he may go 40, he may go 26. But I got a good idea of what I created, what I trained, what I've created. That's just my theory. It is only a theory.
So, do you have the theory then that this coronavirus, this new strand, was created and did not just pop up? So, and if it just popped up, why now did it just pop up? How come it ain't never popped up before?
We'll never know all the answers, but I do know that goes all the way back to the big pharmaceutical companies, the dope boys, the dope girls on every single corner, no matter where you live. So I think that plays a part too.
Hey man,
I think, like you said, depopulation as well.
Yeah, man, I've enjoyed talking with you.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much, Dale. Let's take a commercial break and let's catch up. Let's run them. Just run all of them. And can you run all of them at one time? Let's run all of them and catch up because we easing on out of time. I enjoyed that. That was an intelligent dialogue. That's what I be looking for. Intelligent dialogue. And that was one. We'll be back after these commercial messages.
All right now, Maddie Bob, you already know what time of day it is, honey. We are going on vacation. Girl, y'all already know we went down there to that Dominican Republic last year and tore that bitch up. But this year, we taking it down there to Mexico, honey. Actually, Riviera Maya, Mexico. And girl, guess who coming with me? Guess, girl, guess. You couldn't guess? Well, let me tell you. The Cussing Pastor. Thaddeus Matthews will be my guest judge July 10th through the 15th. Honey, I need you to rush over there right now and get your tickets at www.qscvacations.com. That's www.qscvacations.com. And honey, listen, don't meet me there, bitch. Beat me there. I love you. See you in Mexico, girl. Come on here, Pastor. Let's get down to business.
I was helping my coworker get her son out of jail, and a friend of mine referred us to Tiger Bonding Company. Neither one of us knew what to do to get the process started. The staff at Tiger Bonding informed us of what was required and professionally guided us through the process. The agents at Tiger Bonding turned a stressful situation into a pleasant experience. I recommend to anybody that needs the service of a bail bond company to call the dependable and reliable Tiger Bonding.
And starting for your home team. Tonight's starting lineup. Oh, the slam dunk with the crossover. The no-look pass with the assist behind the back. The alley-oop, and he brings the hammer in the paint. He brings down the house. The razzle-dazzle. From beyond the arc, 3-point, and the crowd goes wild.
Accidents happen to everyone at any time. You need someone you can trust to be discreet. You need Clark Bail Bond Company. For over 20 years, Clark Bail Bond Company has helped our clients get back to their daily lives with as little disruption as possible. We'll treat you with the respect and dignity you deserve.
Clark Bail Bond Company, where everybody is somebody. Now with a second location serving Somerville, Oakland, Tipton, and Lauderdale counties.
And starting for your home team. Tonight's starting lineup. Oh, the slam dunk with the crossover. The no-look pass with the assist behind the back. The alley-oop, and he brings the hammer in the paint. He brings down the house. The razzle-dazzle. From beyond the arc, 3-point, and the crowd goes wild.
Whether you live in Memphis or anywhere in the country, security is an important feature. And that's the reason, whether it's your home or whether it's your business, you need to entrust your security to a company that can get it done just the way it needs to be done. That's the reason I entrust my home security and my business security to Shoney's Electronic Repair. In a city like Memphis, your security, your protection, your life, your safety is very important. Let me tell you one of the features that I really enjoy is being able to take my cell phone, and before I arrive at my house or even here at the church, I can see completely around the building. And that's important, especially for you ladies on your way home by yourself. You can see who's around your house, in front of your house, and even if there's someone on the inside of your house. I'm telling you, Shoney's Electronic Repair is the company that you need to call right now. They also provide monitoring so that if anyone does break into your home or your business, the police is notified immediately. They also have the video doorbell, so when someone pushes your button and goes ding-a-ling, well, you can see them and you can talk to them anywhere in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, if safety is an issue at your home or your business, pick up that phone right now and call Shoney's Electronic Repairs, area code 901-826.
All right, we're back in the remaining moments of the Thaddeus Matthews Show. You need to go ahead on tonight and get your subscription to this show. Ain't nothing else like it. Ain't no information like it nowhere. We're going to grow. Are there maybe one or two glitches still in the year? We're going to work it out. But CussingPastorTV.com will not be free. You will not be able to watch it without a subscription. It's just like your cable at the house. You will not be able to watch this program, get any of the information, unless you subscribe. Those of you on Instagram, you need to go ahead on, because after tomorrow is your last night. Those of you that watch me on the YouTube channel, you got to subscribe. Okay? Very simple. You got to subscribe. You won't be able to just go to the YouTube channel and get it free after tomorrow night. You won't be able to copy it off and put it on nothing else either. Let's go to Washington, D.C.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
What's your name?
Mark.
All right, go and speak up, Mark, so I can hear you.
Hey, it's Donald Thaddeus. How you doing, man?
I'm doing fine. Go ahead.
Hey, man, this coronavirus, man, this shit is crazy, man.
Yeah.
What you think about this thing, man? It's just killing.
Man, I've given you my opinion. What is yours?
Man, I think they just.
Wait a minute. Do me a favor, brother. I can't stand nobody keep saying Maine every other word. It irks me to hear a black man every other word say Maine. So let's be able to have a conversation without the constant use of the word Maine. Okay? Where he gone? Maine. The sun is shining, Maine. What you doing? I can't stand that. That irks me. Every other word is Maine. Damn. Let us do better than that, brothers. Let's have something really that we can say and converse on without the constant use of the word mine. What's a mine? Don't forget to join me in the morning, 6 a.m. Central, for the best in blues. I got it going on. Tomorrow, on Friday mornings, I do a thing in about the last hour and a half of the show called Club Quarantine, where we go back and it's nothing but funk. Bootsy there, man. Gap Band. And I got that blues for you starting out, and I got old school for you in the morning. And those of you that are on the CussingPastorTV.com network, you can get my blues show every morning as well. Okay? As I'm winding down, and I enjoyed, and that's the reason I took that conversation so long with that gentleman. I was enjoying that particular conversation with this guy. And that was from Memphis, an intelligent conversation here in Memphis, Tennessee, with a black man. Boy, that's rare. But we were talking, and again, I think that the coronavirus, this particular strand that has become so dangerous, was cooked up in a lab. Okay? Whether it was China or somewhere else. I think it was cooked up. I think that it got out of control. I think that it may have been there for war, or maybe it was put there for depopulation. But for whatever reason that is there, it has become a killer. But there are people that are surviving from it. But you've got to have a plan of survival. Now that we are here, what are we going to do? Where do you pay it? You go to CussingPastorTV.com. One word, CussingPastorTV.com. And it'll give you all the prompts on what you need to do. Yeah, we do need to be careful. But I refuse to be in fear. And those of you that say that you got to be careful, and you're under quarantine in your town, why are you going anywhere else? Why do you go to your job? Why are you going to the park? Why are you going to the grocery store? Washington, D.C., we've already had our conversation. You don't get a chance to talk to me twice in one night. Okay? So good night to you, sir. And Maine, we just ain't going to have no Maine conversations. I don't have those. I think when I hear a man constantly saying Maine, 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 it's a lack of having anything else to say. And I think that we as black men, our conversation has to change. Okay? It has to change. Yeah. Got to change. Don't forget about DMC Food Mart. those of you up in the Westwood area at 54 East Fairway, they're right next door to a black-owned cleaners by the same name, DMC. Go on by the cleaners, take your clothes. They're the best prices in town. They take care of my clothes. That's DMC Cleaners. I think that's going to be 62 Fairway. I ain't got that piece of paper in front of me. But right next door is DMC Food Mart. That's theirs as well. And you can go in there in the morning, get yourself some breakfast. They open at 7 a.m. Get yourself some ham, bacon, beef tips, chicken, eggs made to order, salmon croquettes, grits, rice, oatmeal, hash browns, pancakes, and some smothered potatoes. That's at 54 East Fairway and 3rd. Hey man, it's hard out here. It's hard out here, and people are dying. I never want to tell you not to be cautious, but I refuse to be fearful as well. Do I have time for one more call? I'll take one more call at 901-231-9239. My time is about out. If you don't call now, speak now, or forever hold your peace. Okay. 901-231-9239. Well, no call. That means that I'm about to go. Oh, well, here's somebody here. Make it quick.
To accept, press 1. To send a voice.
What's your name?
What's going on, Mike?
Man, get your ignorant motherfucking ass off my goddamn phone. Punk, stupid motherfucker. Okay, you just want to be ignorant. You want to be ignorant, brother. Okay? You want to be ignorant.
Hey, man, I called to talk about the show.
No.
Okay?
My name ain't Maine. My name ain't Maine. It hurt. Okay, it irks me. It irks me to hear a black man consistently say Maine over and over again, and you just heard me say that, and you gonna call to try me, brother? Not tonight. Have a good one. Now, we got to do better, and I would not entertain any black man. Maine. Take your ass on somewhere else. There are too many things that we must deal with in this country and in our community, and I don't have the time to deal with ignorance. My name is Thaddeus Matthews. I'm the baddest man on TV, radio, social media. What does my friend Garland call me? A media phenomenon. I like that. All right, join me at 6 o'clock in the morning for the Bets and Blues, and also for Club Quarantine. Until tomorrow evening, top of the evening to you.